What legacy is that, man? You got your little ring, man. Go ahead and got your little ring, man. Go ahead and go dance.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champion, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give to the back. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have the first down at the 37. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side. Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
He's moving out of the pocket.
And
not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got it, looking for the first down. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Berry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. LSU quick to the line. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Damn, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting pool and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Running the red zone, it's Perry. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. caught in the backfield. It's Green. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Getting that push in for number 4 out to the 26. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Working on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught near the sticks. It's Martin. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy that he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. He's got the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Here's the handoff. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Handoff from the gun. Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets a block. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until...
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. The run from the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Looking for the end zone. He makes a grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Okay, I'm about to say the Blues not going to review this.
Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
Ball skips out of bounds, penalty flag flies, and the onside kick is unsuccessful. Handoff to the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it...
Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parker. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, I think on that play, you saw this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He rifles one deep down the right side. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. He's going to fire to the left. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time.
I don't want to hear that
and
shit.
they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
How about
I don't want to
this?
hear that
A
shit after
two-point
he said
conversion
something
coming.
before he got to the lead. I'm about to rush for 1,500 yards. What the fuck you was saying, nigga?
They'll run the option. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to
He's
protect
running
this
good, but he
lead.
won't get no yards like that.
Fielded in the end zone. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal possession.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch.
This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to let it go. It's caught. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Finds his man. It's Martin. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown LSU. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Hayes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find... Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. He now has 110 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. And the Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Picks up the first down, still moving. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kid Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Boise State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the
How
call
is my nigga offsides?
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Now on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
2 points in the third.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hill. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the move, he fires. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to...
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, Give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Fumble. Stop bringing up.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And he missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
Oh, that little scummy kick you did last time.
Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Using his legs, it's Martin. Turning it on. Got enough for the first.
Oh, give me the spin. Give me the spin.
They get him down finally at the 38. He's topped 150 yards on the ground. 18 Nittany Lion backs have gone for 2K. They've had some great names in history. Franco Harris, Lydell Mitchell, John Capoletti.
DBU can't stop the run.
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Penn State. And here they come almost all the way back.
DBU cannot stop the run.
He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson and Saquon Barkley and all the Kajana Carter going back.
By 3.
So many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Now on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. All down, Liddell moves the sticks as he picks up the first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Look at that shit.
LSU will get a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
To give as they work on that clock. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors.
The whole time he
in
threw
the
a deep
studio.
one, I
Kevin,
fucking
Fellas,
fucked up.
who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Wyoming was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Laramie. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Cowboys Nation who will enjoy this win. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. He is torching the defense of Nittany Lions, imposing their will with the running game in big days, a la Larry Johnson or Kijana Carter.
And what does that do? That puts you on the stage, the big stage, to win the big awards, the big trophies at the end of the year, to be called one of the best backs in all of college football. That's what he's chasing.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Just shedding tackles. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Have Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. LSU right back to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. LSU trying to convert a 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.